Well, hi there, Andrew Bell with you in our final weeks of winter. I can honestly say it's the best winter in living memory here on the Gold Coast. Gorgeous sunny days, a little wisp of cooler air in the mornings, but warming to just perfect days. As my regular viewers are aware, there are 5 fundamentals that I keep a very close eye on. One of those is population growth, which is never really very high in our consciousness, but indeed has been a crucial component not only of the real estate market, but our national economy. Increased demand year on year for what we produce, and of course, increased demand annually for what we build and for what we have for sale in the real estate world is a really important part of real estate. In 2019, our population grew by 349,800 people, or 1.4%. And approximately 210 of those, or about 60.2% of that growth, was a result of immigration. Now, housing construction is one of the key drivers of our economy, but we can't keep building new homes if we don't have more humans to occupy them. And so immigration has been critical to drive that economic activity. A good percentage of the population growth ends up being people who buy resale properties. As a result of COVID-19, our borders have been completely closed. Immigration's on hold. Our Prime Minister said that immigration dropped by at least 85%, but current up-to-date figures are suggesting it's around 95%. This has an immediate effect on real estate. It will also have an effect for many years to come, not only because the borders are closed, but even when they are open, we won't be bringing anywhere near the same number of new Australians to the country, because until unemployment has been reduced significantly, which will take years, we won't be adding new people to that unemployment list. This huge drop in demand for housing will have an impact, yet there's been an unmeasured counterbalance that we must keep an eye on. Again, as a result of COVID-19, over 300,000 Australians living overseas have returned to Australia to be safer and to be with their families. What we don't know is how many of those will return to where they have been living as we free ourselves of COVID-19 and people feel safe to be living overseas once again. Undoubtedly, a percentage will decide to stay, and whilst we don't expect that to be a complete counterbalance to the drop in immigration, it will undoubtedly give us some relief from the significant hit in buyer demand. A report just out on the very impact I've referred to today suggests that the previous population trajectory that was forecast will drop by about 1.4 million people overall in the next 20 years. That's a lot of potential real estate buyers and will of course be a significant redrafting of our housing needs. And whilst reducing demand for existing constructed homes, there will also be an impact on the new home build industry, which will therefore have an impact on our economy. They're all interlinked. Undoubtedly, this will be one of the many lasting effects of COVID-19 that we'll learn a lot more about as years go by. When I'm with you in a fortnight's time, we'll be into spring. Let's really support each other as we work to get our economy back up and running. We certainly have had our share of some major mistakes around managing COVID-19, but all in all, we are one of the standout countries in the world, and we should be extremely proud of how Australians and our amazing health system has managed us through this once in a 100-year pandemic. Stay safe, let's support one another.